Today, the angels bring a message that promises to deeply stir your heart. There is an imminent transformation about to happen in the life of someone special to you. This person carries something very intense in their heart, a mix of love and uncertainties, and is being guided by divine forces to act in a way that can change everything. You have felt the weight of this connection, even in moments when words were not spoken. Now get ready, because what the angels have to reveal will bring a new understanding of this journey. Their heart is in conflict, torn between intense feelings and fears that prevent them from moving forward. They know that by crossing this line, the changes will be irreversible, and that scares them deeply. However, the angels show that this hesitation is not a lack of love, but an internal battle to allow themselves to feel and act without reservations. Every choice, every silence of theirs up to now, has been part of a larger process. The angels have been by their side, whispering words of courage amidst the internal storms they face. Have you noticed how at times they approach and then quickly pull back, as if something greater is pulling them away? This dance between wanting and resisting is a testament to the depth of what they feel. They carry in their heart marks of old fears, perhaps of rejections or broken promises, that make them hesitate. However, the angels assure that the love they feel for you is gradually dissolving these barriers. Every day, they are closer to making a decision that will transform your life and theirs. The angels reveal that they have been watching you in a way that goes beyond the physical. They are attracted to your essence, to your light, which illuminates their path even on the darkest days. Their presence in their life is like a lighthouse, guiding them to a place where they can find peace and purpose. This connection was not planned by human ways. It is the work of something greater. And even though they may not be able to explain it, deep down, they feel that there is something divine between you. The signs are already manifesting, even if you haven't noticed. They are starting to show small gestures, subtle changes that reveal that something is happening in their heart. It could be a gaze that lingers a little longer, a word spoken with more emotion, or even silences that carry much more than they seem. The angels ask you to keep your heart open to interpret these signs. They are reflections of a love that is gaining strength and surpassing the barriers of reason. The love they feel for you is not common, it is rare and transformative. The angels show that, for a long time, they tried to ignore or hide these feelings, believing it would be safer. But now, they realize that they can no longer fight what they feel. This love has a greater purpose, and they are beginning to understand that. They have been placed on their path not only to change their life, but so that together you can evolve and heal old wounds. There is a battle going on inside them, and it is not easy. They are being called to leave behind the masks they have used for so long to protect themselves. The angels say that they are afraid of showing vulnerability, of opening their heart and risking being hurt. But at the same time, they feel that this vulnerability is the path to something greater. They are beginning to understand that true love requires courage and that you are the person who can help them through this journey. The angels also want you to know that their process is neither quick nor simple. They are going through a spiritual awakening, being challenged to confront fears and insecurities they didn't even know they had. This awakening is bringing out the best in them, but it also confronts them with their shadows. And it is in this confrontation that they find the strength to change, to become someone capable of fully living the love they feel for you. As they face this transformation, the angels are working behind the scenes, creating the necessary conditions for you to connect more deeply. They are dispelling clouds of doubt and planting seeds of trust in their heart. This change may seem slow, but the angels ask for patience. Every step they take towards you is a reflection of the strength of the love they feel, a love that is breaking barriers and growing towards the light. You also have an important role in this process. The angels ask you to continue being the guiding light for them, showing that love can be safe and transformative. Your patience and understanding are crucial for them to feel encouraged to take the next step. And when they finally open up, it will be because they found in you the trust they have always sought. They carry in their chest a heavy secret that drives them to change at the same time. This secret is the intensity of what they feel for you, a love so deep that they don't even know how to deal with it. The angels show that every time they think about opening their heart, a wave of fear makes them hesitate. They fear not being enough. They fear not meeting the expectations they believe you have. But within them, a strength is growing, and that strength is the love you share. The angels reveal that they have been dreaming about you, even though they have never said it. These dreams are like glimpses of a future where they finally leave fear behind. They wake up with a racing heart, trying to decipher what all this means. It's as if the universe is trying to remind them that you are a key piece in their journey. These moments, although confusing for them, are clear signs that their heart has already made the choice. Every time they move away, they feel a void they can't explain. This void is the absence of your energy, of your light that gives meaning to their days. Even if they try to distract themselves, the thought comes back to you like a magnet, a force they can't resist. The angels say that this connection is not just emotional, it is spiritual, something that transcends this life. They feel it, even if they don't fully understand it yet. What is happening in their heart is a battle between reason and feeling. Reason tries to convince them that it is safer to keep their distance, that it is not worth the risk. But feelings speak louder, shouting for them to surrender to this love. The angels ask you to be patient, as this internal struggle is part of their process. They need to face these fears for the love between you to blossom with full force. They have been observing you in a way that no one else notices. Every gesture of yours, every word, carries a special message for them. You are like an open book, but one that they read with eyes of admiration and fascination. The angels show that they feel you are different from anyone else who has crossed their path. This perception scares them and at the same time, attracts them, as if you were a mystery they need to unravel. There is a moment coming, say the angels, when they will be forced to choose. They can't postpone this decision any longer, because the love they feel is urging them to act. That moment will be a turning point in their life, and the angels will be by their side to guide them. But they also ask that you be ready, because this choice may bring challenges. True love always requires courage, and they will need your strength to move forward. Have you noticed their small gestures, even if they try to disguise them? These gestures are the ways they find to express what they feel, even without words. It could be a subtle touch, a lingering gaze, or even silence filled with meaning. The angels say that these moments are precious because they reveal the depth of what they hold in their heart. It is in these details that you can see the truth. The angels show that they have been talking to them in silence, seeking answers. They ask if it's right to follow their heart, if this love is truly the path they should take. And the angels, with patience and love, have been giving them signs, showing that the answer lies within them. Every time they miss you, every time they think of you, it's as if the universe is confirming that you are meant for each other. This love has the power to heal, say the angels. They carry wounds from the past, hurts that make them question if they are worthy of being loved. But your presence in their life has been like a balm, bringing comfort and hope. They are beginning to realize that love can be safe, that they can trust you. And this understanding is what is paving the way for the transformation that is to come. The angels want you to know that you are not alone in this process. They are by your side, whispering words of encouragement and guiding your steps. They understand that you also have your doubts and fears, and they want you to trust them. What is happening now is part of a greater plan, a plan that aims to bring the best for both of you. Even if the path seems uncertain, believe that you are exactly where you should be. They are starting to plan, even if they don't fully realize it yet. The angels show that they have been imagining what it would be like to share life with you. They think about small details, simple yet significant moments that you could live together. These thoughts are like seeds planted in their heart, which are beginning to sprout. And when they finally take action, it will be because these seeds have grown and become impossible to ignore. This love is unlike anything they have ever felt, and it scares them. They fear losing control. They fear that loving you means giving up parts of themselves. But the angels assure that true love does not require sacrifices, only surrender. They are learning this gradually, and this lesson is changing the way they see the world. They are beginning to understand that loving you is not a weakness, but a strength. The angels also show that they have been talking about you with someone they trust. It could be a friend, a relative, or even in prayer. They are seeking advice, trying to understand what they should do. These conversations are important because they help them organize their thoughts and find courage. Whoever listens to them knows that they are in love, even if they have not fully admitted it yet. You are an inspiration to them, say the angels. Their strength, their light, their authenticity are qualities they deeply admire. They see in you something they also want to find in themselves. This admiration motivates them to grow, to become a better person. And it is this growth that is preparing their heart to receive the love you share. They are afraid of making mistakes, of not being enough for you. This fear is a reflection of the insecurities they have been carrying for years. But the angels ask you to show them, with gestures and words, that true love does not require perfection. It is in the acceptance of faults and vulnerabilities that love strengthens. They need to hear this from you, to feel that it is safe to be who they are by your side. The angels also want you to know that your patience is being rewarded. Every moment of waiting, every doubt, is preparing the ground for something greater. They are orchestrating everything, aligning the paths so that you can fully meet. Trust the process, even when it seems difficult. The light at the end of the tunnel is closer than you imagine. They are about to make a decision that will change everything, but they still need one last push. This push can come from a gesture of yours, a word of encouragement, or even a moment of silence. The angels ask you to trust your intuition, as it will guide you at the right moment. When they finally take that step, it will be because they have found in you what they have always sought. The angels show that there is a greater force at work in this love, something that goes beyond the two of you. This force is what is removing obstacles, dissolving fears, and preparing the way. They ask you to keep believing, because the love you share is stronger than any doubt. This is a love destined to conquer, and the angels are by your side to ensure it. Finally, the angels want you to know that they are already changing. Even though it is not yet visible, their heart is transforming, guided by the love they feel for you. These changes are the beginning of something great, something that will be revealed in the right time. Trust, dear soul, because the best is yet to come. The angels reveal that they are facing a battle that few can understand. Within them, there is a constant struggle between the fears that imprison them and the love that sets them free. They know that by surrendering to this love, they will be letting go of old beliefs and patterns that kept them safe. However, every time they think of giving up, your presence illuminates their thoughts, bringing hope and courage. It's as if you were the key they seek to unlock the doors of the heart. This journey is filled with moments of introspection for them, moments when they isolate themselves and try to understand what they feel. They recall the small details of the two of you, like the sound of your voice or the sparkle in your eyes. These memories become a refuge, a place where they find comfort and clarity. The angels show that they are beginning to accept that what they feel for you is much greater than any fear. This is the first step towards the transformation that is about to take place. The angels also reveal that they are afraid of disappointing you. They believe they need to be perfect to be by your side, but they don't understand that you love them exactly as they are. This belief prevents them from opening up completely, creating barriers that hinder the progress of the relationship. However, the angels are working to break down these barriers, showing them that true love does not require perfection, only authenticity. It's a slow process, but they are moving in the right direction. Every day, they feel more the strength of this connection, as if something greater were pulling them to you. They try to rationalize, find explanations for what they feel, but the truth is that this love cannot be explained with logic. The angels show that this connection transcends the physical. It is a union of souls destined for a greater purpose. They begin to realize this, and although they still have doubts, they are closer than ever to surrendering to this feeling. You are like a mirror to them, reflecting not only their qualities, but also their insecurities. This can be scary because it forces them to confront parts of themselves that they would rather avoid. However, the angels say that this is exactly what is transforming them. Your light is helping them see that they are capable of overcoming their own shadows. And in doing so, they are getting closer and closer to you, ready to build something solid and true. The angels also show that they have been observing your actions, even from afar. They admire your strength, your resilience, and the way you handle challenges. These qualities inspire them to be a better person, someone worthy of being by your side. They want to be someone who can offer you the love and stability you deserve. And this willingness to grow is what is driving the change in their heart, one step at a time. They are starting to understand that love is not a weakness, but a transforming force. For a long time, they believed that surrendering meant losing control, but now they realize that it is exactly the opposite. The angels are showing them that loving you is the bravest thing they can do. This revelation is changing how they see the world and how they see themselves. They are becoming someone more open, more willing to embrace what they feel. The angels also want you to know that they have been thinking about what the future would be like by your side. These thoughts are not just fantasies, they are projections of a real and deep desire. They imagine simple moments, yet full of meaning, like sharing laughter or building dreams together. These thoughts are proof that they are beginning to accept that you are an essential part of their life. And by doing so, they are getting closer and closer to acting towards you. Despite the progress, they still face moments of doubt, say the angels. These moments do not mean that they do not love you, but rather that they are still learning to deal with the intensity of what they feel. It's as if they were learning a new language, the language of true love. The angels ask you to be patient, as each step they take is guided by a higher purpose. And in the end, everything will make sense, because the love between you is strong enough to overcome any obstacle. They are also starting to realize that time is passing and that they can no longer postpone what they feel. The angels show that they have been feeling a growing sense of urgency, as if they knew that the time to act is approaching. This feeling is a clear sign that they are ready to face their fears and follow their heart. And when that moment comes, it will come with a force that will even surprise you. They know that this decision can no longer wait. The angels are tirelessly working to align your paths. They are removing barriers, creating opportunities, and bringing clarity to their heart. Every small gesture, every positive thought you emit, strengthens this process. They ask you to keep believing, because the love you share is a divine gift. And like every sacred gift, it requires care, patience, and faith to flourish to its fullest potential. They sense the presence of angels around them, even if they can't name it. It's as if an invisible force is guiding them, showing that they are not alone. This presence brings comfort and courage, helping them face the fears that once paralyzed them. The angels say that they are beginning to trust more in this force, to believe that everything is happening for a reason. And this trust is what is leading them closer to you. Every moment of hesitation is followed by a wave of clarity, the angels say. They realize that, despite the fears, being with you is what truly matters. This clarity is like a lighthouse, guiding them through the emotional storms they face. They know the path won't be easy, but they also know it's worth it. And this certainty is what keeps them moving forward, even when fear tries to pull them back. The angels also show that they have been making changes in other areas of their life, preparing themselves for this love. They are rearranging priorities, letting go of habits and relationships that no longer serve them. These changes are reflections of the impact you have had on their life. You have inspired them to be better, and they are responding to that call. This transformation is a clear sign that they are getting ready to be by your side in a complete and true way. Finally, the angels want you to know that the moment of revelation is closer than ever. They are gathering strength, overcoming doubts, and preparing to take the step that will change everything. When this happens, it will be a moment of deep connection, where all the love they feel will finally be expressed. The angels ask that you be ready, because what is to come is greater than any expectation. This is the beginning of a new phase, a phase where love will reign. The angels reveal that they are now facing a crucial moment, a turning point that will determine the path they will follow. This is the moment when they need to decide between staying in the comfort zone or risking everything for this love that has already transformed so much in their life. They know that this feeling for you is special, something they have never found before. This love is urging them to grow, to abandon old fears and patterns that no longer serve them. They feel that you are the strength they need to cross this threshold. There are nights when they find themselves thinking about everything that has happened between you, even the simplest moments. These memories are like a movie that they mentally review, seeking answers and courage. They feel that every gesture, every look, carries a meaning greater than they cannot ignore. The angels show that these memories are reigniting the flame of courage in their heart. Each day, they are getting closer to the decision to surrender to this love. You may not know, but they also face internal voices that discourage them. These voices, the result of past experiences, try to convince them that it is safer to step back, that loving is too risky. But the angels are working to silence these voices, filling their mind and heart with hope. They whisper words of encouragement, reminding them that you are different, that this love is different. And they begin to believe in it, to feel that it is worth fighting for you. The angels show that they have been noticing signs around them, coincidences that make them think of you even in the most unexpected moments. A song playing on the radio, a phrase in a book, or even a dream where you appear clearly. These signs are the angels' way of confirming what they already feel in their soul, that you are connected by something greater. They feel that these messages are guiding them, that the universe is conspiring for you to be together. Every day, they start to see more clearly the impact you have on their life. They notice how your presence makes them want to be better, how you awaken in them a desire to grow and overcome their fears. The angels show that they are transforming in ways they themselves do not yet fully understand. This change is proof of the power of true love, a love that not only connects, but elevates. And they know that this transformation is only possible because you are in their life. However, the angels say that they still face internal resistance, a fear of getting lost in such intense feelings. They are afraid of losing control, of giving up parts of themselves that they believe define them. But the angels are showing them that true love does not require losses, but rather sharing. They help them understand that loving you means finding a more complete version of themselves, not the other way around. And this understanding is what propels them forward. They start to realize that the love they feel for you is not only about happiness, it is about purpose. This love challenges them to look within, to confront fears and insecurities they have avoided for years. The angels say that you are the catalyst for this transformation, the person they needed to finally face these parts of themselves. They understand that this process can be painful, but also know that it is necessary. And over time, they are finding the strength to move forward. The angels also show that they have been seeking ways to connect more deeply with you, even if still subtly. They pay more attention to what you like, to what makes you smile, and try to bring these small gestures into everyday life. These gestures, though they may seem insignificant, carry the intention of getting closer to you. They want you to see that they are trying, that they are learning to show what they feel. And the angels ask you to value these efforts, as they are sincere. There is a sparkle in their eyes when they talk about you to someone they trust. Even if they don't openly say everything they feel, the words they choose reveal the depth of this love. They describe you as someone special, someone who has changed their life in ways they never imagined. The angels say that these conversations are an important step, as they help them organize their thoughts and gain confidence. They are gradually preparing themselves to open their heart completely. The love they feel for you is like a flame that, despite the storms, never goes out. The angels show that even in moments of greatest doubt, they have never been able to ignore what they feel. It's a love that challenges them, but also comforts them, that scares them, but also strengthens them. They are beginning to understand that they can no longer fight against it, that the only way is to surrender. And when they finally do, it will be a moment of complete surrender, guided by the certainty that you are the right person. The angels ask you to continue being the light they need to find their way. Your patience, understanding, and love are what is guiding them through this process. Even if they have not yet expressed all they feel, they realize the strength you bring to their life. And this strength is what is helping them overcome their fears, to believe that love can be safe and transformative. You are the safe harbor they have always sought, even without knowing it. They are planning a special moment, something they hope will be unforgettable. The angels show that they want this gesture to be proof of the love they feel for you, something that shows how much you mean to them. They think about the details, about how to make this moment perfect, because they want you to see the best of them. And the angels are by their side, guiding them to find the right words and actions. When this moment comes, it will be a milestone in your journey together. The angels say they are closer than ever to overcoming the last obstacles that prevent them from acting. They have come a long way, facing doubts and fears that once paralyzed them. Now they feel a new strength within themselves, a courage they have never experienced before. They know they can no longer wait, that the love they feel for you deserves to be fully lived. And this certainty is what is preparing them to take the next step. Finally, the angels want you to know that the moment of revelation is near. They are gathering strength, facing their last barriers, and preparing to open up in a way they never have before. When this happens, it will be a moment of deep connection, where all the love they have held back will finally be expressed. The angels ask you to keep believing, because what is to come is greater than any expectation. This is the beginning of a new phase, a phase where love will reign. The angels show that they are now at the peak of their internal journey. What was once just a suppressed desire begins to manifest in concrete actions. They feel they can no longer ignore the signs that the universe puts before them. To them, you represent something that transcends the ordinary, something that touches their soul in a way they have never experienced. Now they are determined to translate these feelings into words and gestures that show the depth of love they feel for you. This decision, however, was not simple. They faced sleepless nights, filled with conflicting thoughts about what to do and how to act. In each of these nights, your image was the only constant, the only certainty. They realized that the fear that held them back was just a shadow that fades in the light of love. The angels are proud of their evolution, as they finally understand that what they feel for you is stronger than any doubt. They are about to approach you in a way they have never done before. This approach will not just be a gesture, but a complete surrender. They want you to see the person they are becoming, someone who has finally embraced the courage that love demands. The angels say they have chosen you not only with their heart but with their soul, and this choice reflects a desire to share life authentically. The moment that is about to come will be transformative for both of you. For a long time, they have hidden behind masks, fearing to show their vulnerability. But now, they realize that true strength lies in allowing themselves to be fully seen. They understand that love is about opening the heart, even knowing there are risks involved. The angels are guiding them to find the right words so that their message touches you with the truth they carry. When they open up, it will be impossible to ignore the sincerity of what they feel. You, with your light and patience, have been essential for them to reach this point. They know they wouldn't have made it without the invisible but powerful support you have given along this path. Every gesture of yours, no matter how simple it may have seemed, was like a reminder that love is worth it. The angels show that they are grateful for you having stayed, even when they seemed distant. This gratitude will be the foundation of what they are about to build with you. They are planning a special moment, something that represents what they feel in its entirety. It could be a date, a deep conversation, or even an unexpected declaration. What matters is that they want you to know, without a shadow of a doubt, how much you mean to them. The angels are helping to align every detail so that this moment is perfect. When it finally happens, you will feel that all the waiting time was worth it. The angels also want you to be prepared for the impact of this revelation. What they will say will not just be a confession, but a commitment. They are not just stating what they feel, but showing that they are willing to fight for this love. This is a moment that will require openness and courage from you, because it will come with all the sincerity of their heart. The angels ask you to trust yourself to receive this love with grace and confidence. This journey, which seemed so full of uncertainties, is turning into something solid and true. They now see you as the missing piece, the person who gives meaning to what was once confusing. The angels show that, even with the challenges, they feel a peace when they think of you. This peace is what is guiding them to take the necessary steps. They know that by your side, they can build something lasting and meaningful. You are the inspiration they were looking for, the reason why they chose to change. They want to be a better person, not just for themselves, but for you. The angels say that this transformation is a direct result of your presence in their life. They see in you the example of strength and love that they wish to emulate. And it is this admiration that leads them to want to share every part of themselves with you. They are leaving behind old fears, old stories that were holding them back. This process was not easy, but the angels assure that they are stronger now. They realize that the past does not need to define the future, and that with you, they can write a new story. This new story will be built on trust, respect, and genuine love. They are ready to take this leap, and the angels celebrate this decision by your side. The angels ask that you pay attention to the signs, as they will continue to guide them. A look, a word, a gesture, all will be filled with meaning in the days to come. They want you to know that you are not alone on this journey, that every step is being accompanied by divine forces. And when the time comes, you will know, because their heart will recognize the truth. This is the love you have always desired, and it is materializing before their eyes. They want you to know that every difficulty faced so far has had a purpose. These challenges were the foundations of something greater, something that both were meant to build. The angels show that they see in you not only a love, but a partner for life. This vision is what motivates him to face their innermost fears, to overcome any remaining barriers. They are ready to embrace this future with you. The angels also show that they have been praying for guidance, even if they do not use those words. In moments of doubt, they connect with something greater, seeking answers and courage. They feel that these answers come through you, through the strength you emit. This spiritual connection is one of the pillars of what you share, and they are beginning to deeply appreciate this. The angels ask that you keep being this source of light. Finally, the angels want you to know that this is just the first stage of something greater. The love between both of you has the potential to grow beyond what you can imagine. This connection is a divine gift, something that should be treated with care and reverence. They ask that you trust the process, because everything is aligning exactly as it should. This love is destined to flourish, and the angels will be by your side at every moment. When they finally express what they feel, it will be as if a weight has been lifted off their shoulders. They will feel freedom, and you will feel the depth of this love. The angels show that this will be a moment of healing for both, where all doubts will dissolve. What will come next is a period of building, where you both can explore everything that this love has to offer. And with the angels by your side, every step will be blessed. This is the beginning of a new phase, a phase full of love, growth, and purpose. You and they are about to embark on a journey that will change both of your lives. The angels ask you to keep believing, because the best is yet to come. This love is not just an emotion, it is a mission, something that was destined for both of you from the start. And now, finally, it is manifesting in its fullness.